Just take massive action. Now, you hear that a lot from the gurus, right? And people who want you to buy their programs and stuff. By the way, I'm not selling you nothing, you know. At the end of this video, I'm not going to say, oh, and click this link to join my program or whatever, okay? But the idea of you don't have to know what you're doing, just take massive action. Might work. I'm saying might work in certain situations, like maybe situations where there's not much to lose, right? Maybe you join and I'm not putting down these companies. You join a network marketing company where you throw down your 100, 200, 300, whatever it is, bucks, and you just take action and you recruit people. And if you screw up, big deal, whatever. It's no big deal, But in the field of real estate, you've got it's a risk. I mean, there's risk to be involved. There's really a something to lose. I mean, whether it's money, reputation, relationships. By the way, relationships, time, it is more important than money. If you lose in a relationship, you can't pay your hard money lender. He ain't never gonna loan you money, dude. I mean, so the topic today, without being too long-winded, is what you need to succeed. I mean, that sounds kind of corny, but I mean, it really is. Okay, so this is based upon, I didn't make this up, but it's based upon the study of Ty Lopez's courses and his teachings and stuff. I mean, he's a smart dude and everything. He's Mensa. I mean, he's a lot freaking smarter than me, but it makes sense. Okay, so as real estate investors, I'm not talking about, I don't know about too many other businesses or whatever, but as a real estate investor, you do have a lot to lose if you do things the wrong way, okay? So the principles that we're going to follow to be a successful real estate investor is called the case principles, okay? The case principles. So before you just take massive action, right, you need to understand a few things, right? You need to have what? That's right, knowledge. My best friend's dad, Mr. Grossman, he had always says there's three things for successful business. First thing, you have to have knowledge of the business. You have to work your ass off. And you have to have money to last you for the year. But luckily, we're not going to quit our jobs if you have a full-time job. So you can, and we have the internet, so we can work this on as a side hustle. I mean, for me, it's a side hustle. It's not a full-time job. But still, this applies. You must have knowledge. You got to know what you're talking about in real estate. I mean, this is the real deal here. I mean, if you want to be in this game, then you've got to first educate yourself and not be one of those flashy guys, right? I mean, you see like on the MMA, there's real fighters, and then there's the flashy guys who do all the tricks and stuff. And when they get up to the real fighter, the real fighter just goes boom, and he just falls down. I mean, you got to have knowledge of your business, okay? And to get knowledge, you've got to train. You've got to train. You've got to either learn from people, get mentors or whatever, or books, right? I mean, behind me, you can't see, but I've got the books, and you got to gain the knowledge, okay? Knowledge applied strategic okay, so you've got to apply a strategy. You've got to have a strategy, right? You've got, everyone says, yeah, make your goals. I want to be a billion zillionaire or whatever. I want to have like Maserati or whatever. But really, break down. So in 5 years, you want to make, for example, 250,000 a year in passive income. That's my goal, right? So break it down strategically. Break it down. So in 5 years, so in 1 year, what do you need to do? In every quarter, what do you need to do? Every month, what do you need to do? Every week, how many leads you got to send out? Every day, what is the most important thing to get done, right? The strategy. Knowledge applied strategy, right? You've got to have a strategy. Here's the plan. 85, I'm going to be driving for dollars once every weekend because I'm working, whatever. Once every weekend, and I'm going to get 85 leads to make my goal. That a specific number, right? Strategy, a specific number to reach how many, to reach your goal. That's called the strategy, right? And in order to have an applied strategy succeed, what do you need to do? There is the last step. The last step is execution. Execution. Double E for execution. That's okay. Whatever. So there's your massive action right there. The last step is the massive action, right? So first step is gather the knowledge, because real estate is risky no matter what the gurus say. Hey, there's no risk. There's some things that are less risky, wholesaling, whatever like that. But, still in wholesaling, if you always flake out on your buyers, they're not going to trust you, man. You're going to burn the relationships. You're going to burn the bridges. And you don't want to do that. You want to know what the hell you're doing, right? At least some. You don't have to know everything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you must know everything in the whole real estate. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, right? Maybe Ron LeGrand or, those dudes that's been doing it for 30 years. Mitch Stephen, he's the guru of owner finance, and I got to meet him, by the way. But anyway, those dudes might know everything in their particular niches, but for people like me and maybe like you that don't know everything, you got to gather knowledge every single day. Every single day. What are you doing today to improve your knowledge, right? Then you take the knowledge and you apply it. Because knowledge, right? Well, they say knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power unless you apply it. You apply it, right? You apply it strategically. You just don't jump off the freaking cliff, right? And say, oh, massive action, massive action. No, you're going to get your ass in trouble in this business if you just take massive action without a strategic application of knowledge. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. It's a little bit, what I'm talking about is a little bit different from what all the gurus and stuff are telling you. But after, I'm getting my butt whooped for a while, I'm kind of figuring things out. I'm not an expert, right? I'm just showing you my path. I'm just showing you point blank my failures, uh, my journey. I'm showing you my journey into hopefully what is a successful real estate business. So please, I would love your comments. I would love your likes, and please subscribe and tell me what you believe. What do you believe is necessary for success in any business? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be real estate, but any business. So like, comment, subscribe. I would love it. Tell me what you think. As always, be a light, speak truth, change lives, and I wish you much success in your business and in life. Peace out, my brothers and sisters.